This week on Two Noobs, people are so dumb, we have to do a Jam It In There segment for our People Are Dumb topic. Next, an actual good idea that local governments could use to improve roads, instead of worrying about who's open at a rest stop. Then, dinosaurs apparently screwed me out of living to be 250 years old. I'll figure it out anyway. Finally, we conclude with a Batman draft. We're writing the films now, Hollywood. We'll cast them however we like. Start the bat music. It is the 171st episode of Two Noobs Talking. We are the podcast with more substance than the unsealing of the Jeffrey Epstein documents.
Hey, by the way, I was waiting with a bag of popcorn when that list came out, baby. I had an over-under on how many times Bill Clinton was... Oh, never mind.
Oh, you mean it was a big nothing burger?
Yeah, it was a big nothing burger.
Was this not the 2020s version of Geraldo Rivera opening Al Capone's vault?
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I would think it was.
Yeah, except anyone with half a brain knew nothing was going to come of it. So,
Stop listening to them.
That didn't. Yeah, that didn't stop the media or the Hollywood celebrities who thought, just because a name appeared in a document, well, rapists be raping. Well, okay.
It's like, okay.
All right. Well, I'll introduce the players here for you for this episode. We've got. Shit, you guys crossed me up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Over here, that's Jim Gordon, John Tracy.
There you go.
Over there, then, that makes you Mr. Freeze, Matt Craig. I'm Scarecrow, Steve Murray. We are here to blow your ear holes wide open with some stuff. And we're going to get to Batman later on. That's what that's all about.
Yeah.
Anything worse than a winter storm that's just cold and rain instead of snow? Because that's what we got going on here. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it was nice getting that coating that we got up here.
Coating.
It was nice for a little bit, but then the moment I stepped outside, sleet starts coming down. I'm like, darn it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have anything nice around here, so you have to have sleet. You have to have rain. And so unfortunately, I think we've got pretty much like all the snow wiped away. At least it was nice to have something
for a little while,
I guess.
Yeah,
for a little bit of time.
It was almost a white after Christmas.
Yeah,
Mr. Tracy, I'm sure you're too hot, right?
Actually, it was really cold this week, and I'm pissed. I don't like that. We're
He's
getting
wearing
back.
a t-shirt. See that?
Yes. We're getting back up.
Yeah.
We're getting back up into the 60s. But we did dip. Real feel on Wednesday was 31, and I was not a happy camper because I was working up in the mountain region of where we live. And wind sucks when you're not used to wind that's cold. I was a whiny little baby. I do big shout out to my buddy Michael, who I work with. Thank you for putting a pacifier in your ears so you didn't listen to me bitch the whole day.
There you go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, John, but you did grow up here.
Yeah, but I'm not used to
climate.
it. And last couple of years I've been running from the snow, so I haven't really seen much of it. And I like my 70, 80, 90, 107. I like it. Makes me happy.
Well, maybe you need to come back, John, because we are due for some snow over the last couple of years.
I don't even own a jacket. Like, how's that going to work out?
I got plenty of them here in the closet.
We are definitely owed because I believe the number is now 700 plus days or something without what they call significant snowfall, which I believe is an inch on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
We might have. Well, we might have.
No, we didn't.
We might have, but
no.
Who knows?
Pump the brakes right there.
I want to see a 96 or a 98. Like I want to see SEPTA
I-
completely shut down for 3 to 4 days.
I'm
That's
rooting
what I
for
wanna
that too.
see.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
Buffalo on a Tuesday, I would like to see in the city of Philadelphia.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's go on to our fun fact and over 40 rant brought
Sure.
to you by W Energy Drinks. To visit w.gg. It's DUBBY. Why? Who knows? Well, because you want energy. So you go to get an energy drink there. You enter the promo code 2 Noobs Talking, TOONOO BS. No BS here. Talking. Get 10% off your order. How you like that? John will deliver it to your Buffalo winter house in a t-shirt.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Tracy, slap
Gotta
that fun fact on us.
By the way, I had to recover a password yesterday, and I needed an alternate email address, and we do have a 2 Noob Talking email address. And in my head, when I was typing it in, I was saying it as you say it every time. I just wanted to let you know that.
It's sinking in. Good.
It's awesome.
There you go.
Hopefully it sinks
There
in
you
for the
go.
viewers too. How about
I'm
that?
hoping so.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
So
love
we
it,
all
love it.
know Mr. Tatis. He plays for the San Diego Padres. He's an outfielder, and he's a pretty damn good player.
Junior.
Yeah,
Tatis
junior.
Junior.
Yes,
Okay.
we all
'Cause
know
I
him.
remember his
Yeah.
father.
Mm-hmm. It
How
is
old
about
you are.
his
Yeah.
father.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of the kid, and I was talking to my son the other day, and he brought up something that I was not aware happened. So his father,
Okay.
Fernando Tatis Sr., is the only baseball player ever to hit 2 grand slams in 1 inning.
Oh, yeah.
He hit him off at Chan-Ho Park. I forget what year. I didn't
Both
see
of them?
what year. Yep, both of them off the same pitcher.
Same inning. Only time I think it's ever happened, right, Johnny? I think in MLB history. Yeah. They had that at the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown as a highlight, basically. It's one of these huge video boards you can go to and select, and you can just press it, and you watch the whole thing, and it's really cool. It's really, really
My
cool.
question is, what dumbass manager
Yeah, exactly.
left Park in the game to allow him to hit 2 grand
Well, it was
slams
against the
in 1
Dodgers, so
inning?
just take your pick.
Could that have been I don't think it could have been
It
Lasorda.
had to be I think Chan-Ho was. He could have been with Lasorda, but it would have been late Lasorda.
That would have been
yeah.
late. Yeah.
Man, probably
look
too
that up.
early for Tory, though, too, right?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, they had
Oh,
some winners in between.
Tatis.
So
I think
Yeah.
that's looking up
I'm
right
trying
now.
to think what that would be. I'll look it up. But yeah, I remember that. I mean, that was like unreal when that happened. April 23rd, 1999 was the year. So who that might have been managers of the Los Angeles Dodgers? We'll look that up.
I'm curious now.
some guy
Definitely
we've
Tory.
never
Los
heard of.
Angeles. Here we go. 23 of them in
Joe
total.
Schmo the third.
1999 was Terry Collins, and then Joe Madden. So it would have been Terry Collins. Terry Collins was there 1997 to 1999.
I wonder why he got fired in 1999.
yeah, makes sense.
Well, you leave Chan-Ho Park serving up two grand slams in 1 inning.
To the
I
same
think
guy.
that would
Yeah.
to the same guy. Yeah,
Which meant you went through
unbelievable.
10 batters.
Nobody
minimum.
Nobody thought to change the catchers.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
pitcher,
like,
yeah.
oh, we just do the same
Like
thing in the scouting
nothing?
report. Oh, okay, he's up again.
Yeah.
Let's just fastball first.
Yeah. Only time it's ever happened in MLB history. That's just wild stuff. Yeah.
I
That's
said
crazy.
to my son when we had this
Have to be-
conversation, I was like, that is something that I would have, just not knowing that it happened, I would have argued with someone. There's no way that happened. Like, absolutely no way.
Yeah.
There's so many variables in a baseball game for that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it could ever happen. And it did, which is awesome.
I think I remember knowing that he hit the 2 grand slams, but I did not know it was off the same pitcher, which is really
And in
Yeah.
the same inning. That's
Bad.
what yeah.
well. I knew it was
And
in
in
the
the
same,
same inning,
but the
too.
same
That's
pitcher was
crazy.
bad.
You think about that. Just the odds of that actually happening. You know, I mean, to have it happen twice like that. I mean, that's just unbelievable. I don't, it's got to be one in a
Was he
billion
throwing underhand that day?
in terms of the
Like,
odds.
what was going
knows?
on?
I don't know.
Beefus bitches.
Maybe that was his problem.
Yeah, maybe.
Lobbing it in there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Take a swing at this one, kid.
You imagine?
I mean, while the
my
manager's sitting back
gosh.
going, do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do.
Nobody's
Alright.
throwing signs. Nobody. Not a
Yeah,
single
right.
person.
Nope.
All right, over
Not
40
a single
rant
person.
falls on me this week
Yes, it does.
because web page designers. What the hell?
Oh, boy.
Okay, we all know
I did
web
do it.
pages have been designed to be annoying with their ads. The problem I run into a lot is I get a page that I feel is loaded and I go to click on a link and the page hadn't fully loaded. An ad just went right where I needed to click. And now I've clicked on the ad and
Immediately.
Okay.
No.
But I've noticed something new at NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com, and I'm calling you people out.
No, boy.
So, annoyingly, not only do they now have the autoplay video on every story,
That's the dumbest
Which is
thing ever invented.
it is. And if you're going to
Mhm.
autoplay the video, could you at least start it on mute so that I don't, disturb others when I log into the page? But now, so always the video starts with an ad prior to the actual substantive video playing. Well, in the past, I would just say, okay, I'll just hit pause, add video, paused. I can go on reading my article as normal. Now, I have noticed when you click on the pause button, you go to a new website that the ad was for. Not clicking anywhere on the screen, clicking on the pause button. Okay?
Goodness.
And I know the real culprit is the web page designer, which in this case would be for NBC Sports.
Mhm.
They're just trying to up their click-through rate so they get more money from the advertiser. That's what this is.
Yep.
I'd like to throttle whoever is in charge because it's one thing to play the ad, okay, fine, but to force me to have to stop it, and in the process of stopping it, I double checked. I was like, the first time, maybe I missed the pause button.
Mhm.
No, the last couple times I've done it, I've been very clear to put the mouse right in the middle of the pause button and pen medicine.
You're like, damn it.
Evil.
Just because they want you to go to pen medicine. Steve, that's the whole
I
point.
know.
Why else would you, have it in
If it
there?
wasn't for you guys,
Honestly.
I swear to God, I'd go off the grid. It's just,
I feel you.
Welcome to the grid, man.
I
tell you
have
that right now.
I have kind of accepted that every time I try to watch a YouTube video that I have to sit at least through 5 seconds before I can click the ad. But it's even getting worse in that aspect with YouTube. I'm sure if you just heard an ad before I just said that, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. When you go to click it and it pauses the video or skips ahead 2 seconds or skips behind 2 seconds. So you have to relive the moment you just lived after you just hit the skip ad because it abruptly jumped in when someone was trying to make a point.
Yeah, when I skip the ad
Yeah.
or when you just let the ad play, it goes backwards for like 5 seconds.
I don't-
from the video you were just in.
Oh.
The internet is just
See, I bypass
terrible.
all of that. I bypass all of that, though. I'm YouTube Premium.
Oh, it's
So I've given...
don't
coming.
think
It's
you're
like,
safe,
it's very
pal.
yeah,
annoying.
it's coming for you next.
I know. I know.
I mean, who was
I
it just
know.
announced? Amazon? Was it Amazon or somebody else?
Yeah,
Says the
probably.
premium service is now getting ads,
Mhm.
which
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
which is just why people started cutting cable. How quickly we forget.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Esther.
all right, well, people are dumb, so we're gonna go to topic 1 and talk about more people
Awesome.
who are dumb.
Good segue.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Strap
It's
All
like
right,
we developed
first-
this thing.
Oh, yeah.
You never know.
First article here, we've got CNN talking about a woman who has sued Hershey Company because she didn't like what she got in her Reese's Halloween package.
Yes.
And we're going to call this woman out by name
Gosh.
because
Yes.
you're a douche. Cynthia Kelly.
There you go.
bought a Halloween-themed Reese's
What the hell?
peanut butter. Yeah, exactly. Bought a Halloween-themed Reese's peanut butter pumpkin with a, quote, cute carving of a pumpkin's mouth and eyes on the packaging. But when she opened it, dun, 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 she was horrified to find the pumpkin had no carving at all. It was just a regular piece of chocolate. Kelly, according to a lawsuit she has filed in Florida, quote, would not have purchased the Reese's Peanut Butter Pumpkins product if she knew that it did not have the detailed carvings of the mouth and or eyes as pictured on the product label.
So you want less chocolate, more peanut butter?
No,
Sounds
not more
right.
peanut butter, just less chocolate. Because you're just cutting out
just
the
want
chocolate.
less chocolate. Okay.
Okay, so you want less than what you paid for.
Yeah.
Right, good.
Awesome.
The lawsuit
Got it.
seeks class action status
What?
on behalf of numerous, quote, numerous consumers who have been tricked and misled by the pictures on the product's packaging.
God.
Just so you know,
this gets a
before we-
1-800 number now? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
if you've consumed a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup in the last 57 years, you'll get $1.52 once we...
Oh
were
my
you
gosh.
tricked into buying a Reese's peanut butter pumpkin that didn't have pumpkin carvings on the face of it?
I can see the commercials already, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
happening.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
Thankfully for us, in order to succeed in a false advertising claim, you have to successfully make the case the ads would trick a reasonable consumer. I do not think Cynthia Kelly is a reasonable consumer. And if you are buying Reese's peanut butter pumpkins for the face and not the flavor, I got a question here.
That might be a bit of a problem. Yeah, exactly.
All right, who wants to slather all over this dumbness first?
Go ahead, Matt.
It's just frivolous. I was just going to say frivolous lawsuit on top of frivolous lawsuit. It's why we're in first world problems, right? We hear that phrase all the time. And it's like she has nothing else better to do than to seek a class action lawsuit over something like this.
It's got to be class action because she probably only spent $1.39 on the pumpkin. No lawyer in his right mind is going to take that case on contingency unless you can get a class action.
And how,
I can't wait to get my 23 cents. I really can't.
I have to admit something. I don't think I've ever seen these before, but I think I have an idea of what they might be. They're like this, probably like a bite. Are they? Would they consider?
I wouldn't say
looks like
bite size. It's
that's a cup that looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could probably pass it off as a turd, right? I mean, let's just say if you go down this road,
if you want to go down that road,
that would be a problem, right?
Yeah.
Like if she went to buy it, as she opened it, oh wait a minute, hey, this is wrong. I'm going to sue Hershey for giving me a pile of crap.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Understand where you're going with this.
What the hell is she doing? I don't understand what she's doing.
Well, it didn't have a face on it, Matt.
It doesn't care. So what? You're going to eat it. I don't care.
But it didn't have a face on
it.
But it didn't have that happy little face on it, and my fragile ego was broken because I wanted a happy, smiling face pumpkin. Give me my 23 cents now.
And you pounded so hard you knocked Matt's camera over. Look at that.
The camera down.
We're gonna put a picture of that packaging right here, right?
You're right where Matt's camera fell. We should put it right there.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I don't think the packaging says includes a happy face pumpkin carving.
Definitely
on it,
did
by
not.
the way.
That, not from the picture that you sent when you sent the article. It looked like a really good graphic of a cartoon pumpkin candy, and I assumed looking at it when I opened that, son bitch, I'm gonna get peanut butter and chocolate shaped like a pumpkin. Because the only thing I buy Reese's for is because it's chocolate and peanut butter.
Yes.
The only reason.
Yeah.
I don't buy them because I like the look of them. I don't think the ridges are cute. I like a king size 4-pack, bang it out in like 3 seconds.
And
That's what I do
the
peanut butter
the
cup.
only reason I buy the Reese's pumpkin is because that's what they sell at Halloween.
Exactly.
So it's on the shelf.
Exactly.
It's easily accessible to me. I can eat that right away.
Next
I open
Halloween,
the package,
there you go.
I inspect it just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. Then I pop it in my mouth and eat it and enjoy.
Next Halloween, should we sue Hersheys?
No.
Because they put pumpkins out and we just want the regular ones?
No.
And we don't know this Halloween thing. Could we get away with that? Because I think that's what we should just do.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. Hopefully
Can I
this
get
lawsuit.
Can I get 11 cents? Because I'll get 23 off of her, 11 off of that one.
Right.
There you go.
Hopefully this lawsuit goes the way of the dodo.
You got to pay for the laundry somehow.
That's what I'm saying.
Johnny. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for that quarter. Yeah.
All right. Well, now we're going to go, 1,000 miles north? I don't know. What's
Pretty close,
Florida,
yeah.
New York?
Yeah.
How is that? 1,000? Yeah.
We'll say 1,000 miles. What the hell?
We'll say 1,000 because we just passed New Year's, gentlemen. This is our second 2024 episode, but the first we're actually recording in 2024.
Yeah.
In this year,
in this
country. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll take Too Noobs abroad. We'll see. Well, so we just passed New Year's, and as I normally do, I played Wii with my children up until midnight. 11:58, turn on the TV to watch the ball drop in New York City, and then turn the TV right off because, who cares about the rest of it. But if you're knucklehead enough to go to Times Square, John did it once.
Yep. Well, I only perused it as I was going to a Black Crowes concert later that evening and did not stay.
All right, well, according to
and it still
New
smelled
York,
like piss, and it was 3 p.m.
According to a
Sounds
6
about right.
ABC Eyeball News article,
look at that.
After the nonsense that happens at Times Square when the ball drops, 187 sanitation workers using 21 mechanical brooms and 20 collection trucks, along with brooms and backpack blowers, had to pick up 100,000 pounds of litter, confetti, and party hats.
No.
Can't take that shit with you.
Good on the crews. They completed their work by daybreak. So the crews, we're not shitting on the crews.
Oh, they know what they're doing.
We're shitting on all you slobs out in Times Square who can't take your crap with you when you leave the area.
Well, then also I'm blaming the city of New York and Eric Adams too for dumping 100,000 pounds of paper out onto his street intentionally.
Well, the confetti, I don't think the confetti.
Yeah.
I don't think the confetti was of the whole 100,000 pounds. I'm sure people left their trash and garbage.
That was a light dusting of what they were cleaning up.
By the way, we were close with 1,000 miles. It's 1,147 miles from New York City to Florida. So there you go.
I was under, so I win the prices right.
There you go.
But
there you go.
Guys, come on, New York. I know we know New York is a hellhole, but the people visiting for Times Square,
it's probably not.
New Year. Throw your shit everywhere.
The problem is, it's probably not the New Yorkers. It's probably people from surrounding states that want to live the dream and go to Times Square. Like, pick up your party hat then. Like, why are you disrespecting another city? Like, that makes me more angry that you're disrespecting another city. Like, do that in your own home.
Well, what the hell? Get your party hat signed by a drunk Anderson Cooper.
Nice. There you go.
Hell,
right?
Why not?
That's some people's party.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand New York just looks like a big trash can anyway, but still, I mean, to have to force these people to work overnight on New Year's because you can't take your hat and walk 10 feet and throw it in an actual garbage can.
Put it in the bin.
And you know what's worse is these people are standing shoulder to shoulder for 6 hours. They can't go to the bathroom, so they're probably wearing adult diapers.
Oh,
they're probably leaving their adult diapers there, too, because they don't want to take them back in the car with them. So,
reason number 5,764 why I will not be returning to New York City anytime soon. Thank you very much.
All right,
there you go.
Last story, and this is less about the people really involved than it is about the government being dumb. Grand Haven, Michigan, just before the new year, there was a big pothole that was big enough for a chair to fit in.
Nice.
And it also resulted in a living room scene sprouting up around the pothole, complete with a Christmas tree, speakers, and flooring, because a gentleman by the name of Corey Denny first stumbled upon this pothole and posted it to local Facebook group. Now, he gets amusement out of the fact that this was treated kind of like a celebrity. The fact that everyone is coming and taking pictures with it, and now they have this whole living room set up, it makes me really happy. I never thought that anything like this would have happened. It's amusing.
Yeah.
But he said, at the end of the day, the pothole doesn't need to be fixed.
I mean, how dare he use logic when we're talking about everything else?
It's a
Just
funny
leave the
joke.
furniture there.
It's really cool to see everyone
Oh.
come together on it, but the pothole should probably get fixed. Now, the problem apparently is the pothole is not located on Grand Haven city property, and the city was in the process of reaching out to the property owner to have them address the issue. Several days later, someone took it upon themselves to fill in the hole. And so graves and memorials were posted for the pothole. But get your shit together. Seriously, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I can remember, like, in, I guess it was not that long ago, Sweetsford Road, which is right above me, where I live in the Camp Russia area, gents, had developed like this crack basically in the road. I mean, it was really bad. It was bad for maybe about a couple of years. It was on the Upper Marion side. And I'm thinking to myself, what? You know, it was literally turning into a fault line. You have one crevice over here coming into the other crevice. I thought for sure, like, if there was going to be an earthquake, everything was going to fall apart. You're not going to get the Camp Russia or whatever the case may be. But it was like it took them years to get a crew over there. Now, in its defense, really, Sweetsford Road is a heavily trafficked road. You know, a lot of cars travel on it every single day, and they finally were able to get everything done. They finally sourced it out to a water main. That was a big issue as to why it was always happening. They had to replace the entire water main, get that all fixed up, and then patch it and roll it out. But man alive, crews like that for potholes, I feel sad for them, because at the same time, it's like, because it's not easy to make asphalt. It really is not. It's a long, arduous process too. But at the same time, it's utterly hilarious to see, like, people
celebrating a pothole,
putting chairs, celebrating a pothole, mourning over the pothole. It's kind of like, well, okay. You know,
I mean, the pothole gets that big. That doesn't happen overnight. Okay?
No.
Somebody, whoever the property owner, whoever was asleep at the wheel here. And these people calling it out and celebrating and having fun with it, that's amusing. But it just points out how stupid the government or the property owner is to, you know, maybe take care of your stuff.
Yeah.
They were probably too busy worrying about what's going on at rest stops.
Mostly.
Exactly. Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I was just filling in some potholes.
Hey.
Where?
From your basement? That's impressive.
Well, I gotta get it done, man. You know, I'm not gonna sit on my ass like Grand Haven, Michigan or whatever.
Now that the holidays are over, my question is, has the wife taken down all of the Christmas decorations that I... well, they're still up.
They're still up, because I have this month long of boxes laying around as the stuff gets put out. I need at least a month of box-free floor space.
There you go.
So this shit'll be up till after Martin Luther King Day.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So then by episode 180, it should be completely gone then, I would think, right?
180, yes, I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Topic 2. And this is actually smart people being smart for once. All those stupid people not, following suit. Cool down article. We have a place in Australia is using glow-in-the-dark line markings on their roads. This is tarmac line marking. They utilize the natural science of photoluminescence. During the day, the coating of the lines absorbs and stores light. Then, when night falls, the coating projects the light it has stored, illuminating the road for drivers.
Amazing.
According to the American National Safety Council, or ANSC, even with high beam headlights on, which I hate anyway, nighttime visibility is limited to about 500 feet. This treatment will make it easier for drivers to see the line markings or signage and provide stronger definition coming up to intersections and curves, giving drivers more time to react and preventing them from veering from their lane.
I love that.
This apparently had been tried back in 2013 in the Netherlands, similarly, but they hit a standstill because of the short luminous time, poor durability, and high implementation costs. BBC reported in 2014 the project faded out because the paint did not handle moisture well enough. So tarmac line marking and smarter light group will have to overcome those challenges with the latest experiment. However, I would like to ask, why didn't we come up with this sooner?
Yeah, it's a great question, Steve, because I think it's an ingenious solution, to be honest with you. I think certainly LED lights, I don't know about you guys, bright as hell. You know, because I recently purchased a bicycle and I have LED lighting basically set up within the bike, and it's like, whoa, you have to just turn it down a little bit, that kind of a deal. I think the glow in the dark is a ingenious solution, in particular when it gets really dark out and there's not enough street lights out there and you don't know which side of the road you're on, or worse, if we're going through something like we're going through tonight, raining, cold, at its very low visibility, you need to see those line markings where you're going. And I think if that can definitely be instituted here in this country, I would be all in favor.
I can attest, having driven on the roads today at dusk in the slush and the rain coming down, it was very difficult to see the line markings on the road.
Yeah.
It's not as bad when it's dry, but when it's raining, it's bad. They are hard to see. And I'm glad somebody's finally come up with what hopefully will be a solution to this. But John, you're on the road all the time. I mean, this has to be a good thing for you, I assume.
Oh, absolutely. One of the cool things in Texas is they do a lot of on big curves, or if you're driving up in the mountainous area where it's very, very, very curvy up and down, they have LED signs that will show you where the road is going, and it actually runs so that your mind's eye will stay, okay, well, this is where I'm at. This is the turn. So I've reaped some of those benefits living where I live. It's awesome. Anything you could do I couldn't imagine driving those roads at midnight.
No.
Even with the LED sign, like I need a little more lit up, because wow. But I just for, like you were saying, just in like dusk, or just people driving home from work, in half the year, it gets a little darker and you're not used to that. And if they could come up with a simple way of just making these line markings just a little bit better.
Yeah.
For the rain and the snow, it would be huge. I bet you we would cut accidents by a third. Like by a third, without even question. Yeah, conservatively. By a third, if you just marked your highway better in this country.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what the biggest offender is. It's not usually the median line, which is yellow and continuous, even though that is still hard to see. But when you have multiple lanes going in the same direction, and so you're divided just by those individual white dashed lines.
Yep. Whoever came up with that is an idiot.
Agreed. But the problem is, especially there's places around here where, like, you go through an intersection and the road sort of shifts off in a certain direction. And so you're not always sure if you're still in the lane you were in when you crossed the cross street.
Yeah, you could be like right in the middle of the lane.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But the lines are broken up. It's not continuous like the yellow lines. They're broken. So you have to see them kind of individually, and they're hard to see in the dark and when it's wet.
There was when I was going to work, guys, over in the Malvern area, there was one particular stretch of road where it was basically, you had like two lanes going through, like let's just say like a middle through of all of these like office buildings and what. So you basically have office buildings on either side, 4 lanes, and you had basically your yellow line, and then you had your two lanes on either side. This one woman, no clue where the white dashed lines were. Not a clue. And she's right down the middle of the road, not realizing that there are 2 lanes behind her slowing down because she's in the middle of the road.
Pick a lane.
Yes, we can see. Yeah, exactly.
Pick a lane. But she had, if you don't see it, I can totally understand where she's coming from. Yeah.
Wow, this is really spacious.
Word of advice to everybody: if you're driving down a road and you find it to be spacious, you're doing something wrong.
Yes.
let's just throw it out there.
Agreed.
Like, man, look at all this room I have.
I
Like, you're an
agree.
asshole. Like,
Roads were not designed to have that much room, people. Something's definitely wrong if you feel that way.
You mean Kramer's idea was wrong? I can't
Yes.
believe
I'm not
it.
saying Kramer's idea was wrong. I'm just saying in real life, if you find that to be the situation, that is not normal.
I have one ask of the federal government with their transportation and the way they make roads.
Just one?
Just one. It's one very simple one. You have what, a gazillion 18-wheelers on the road at a time?
Oh, yes.
We can't just kick these things 2-3 feet. Like both ways. Like we cannot find 5 feet in both directions. Like 2.5 feet, 2.5 feet. Just so the person in the Volvo doesn't slam on their brakes because 3 FedEx trucks are passing. Like, we can't just give a little. Like, do you really need that much sidewalk? Does McDonald's need that much room for their drive-thru? Like, come on. Like, we can't just give up a little.
Yeah, F them pedestrians. That's right.
Nobody walks anyway. I mean, and do you really need 15 feet to walk? You can't walk in 10 feet and give us 5? That's what I'm saying.
John, I don't know about you, but when I'm walking down the sidewalk, I like to swerve left and right and take advantage of all that.
Sometimes I just run out in the middle of traffic because, what the hell?
Look at me. I love it.
Coming up on Two Noobs, Dino Nuggies.
with Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Ew, what's wrong with you? But
My favorite.
First, we got to plug the website, guys. TwoNoobsTalking.wordpress.com. It's there. It's wonderful. I made it.
Yes, you did.
It's good. Two Noob. That's TOONOO. Talking. Just as John types.
Yes.
Go there.
.wordpress.com.
.wordpress.com.
Right?
Yes. .wordpress.com.
There you go.
.wordpress.com.
There you go.
.wordpress.com. Yes. And if you go there, you will find YouTube episodes all the way back to 140 and links to our earlier ones before that on YouTube. You can also find a variety of audio sources that you can find our podcast audibly. But if your favorite's not there, we've also got an RSS feed. You can plug it into your podcatcher and catch us wherever you like. If you want to be on weirdo dino nuggy podcasting.com, that's cool. I'm sure they can.
And we don't mean like Quez Watkins going long and dropping the pad. We're talking like we're talking about
your boy. Your boy.
Yeah, I totally blame John for Quez Watkins still being on the roster.
And I blame somebody else.
Right. Way to deflect blame, John.
I don't write contracts.
Just accept the responsibility. Just accept that responsibility.
As a fan, they said, look, we signed Julio Jones. And I said, great, Quez is leaving. Why is he still here?
Nope.
Like, what the hell?
Oh, man.
All right, well, you won't live long enough to see that mistake corrected because according to a scientist, humans were meant to live so much longer, but the dinosaurs ruined it. This is all a study from University of Birmingham microbiologist João Pedro de Magalhães. I hope you heard that because I will not be saying it again.
What? Sorry.
We got to cut this clip then because that was perfect. It was like he played defense for the 97 Detroit Red Wings.
Well, no, he's Portuguese, so he would have been like FC Barcelona or something.
That's true.
Maybe Manchester United. According to him, the age of dinosaur dominance completely shifted the evolutionary track of virtually every mammal on Earth, refocusing evolutionary efforts on rapid reproduction instead of long life.
Interesting.
My hypothesis is that such a long evolutionary pressure on early mammals for rapid reproduction led to the loss or inactivation of genes and pathways associated with long life. I call this the longevity bottleneck hypothesis, which is further supported by the absence in mammals of regenerative traits. Evolving during the rule of the dinosaurs left a lasting legacy in mammals. For over 100 million years, when dinosaurs were the dominant predators, mammals were generally small, nocturnal, and short-lived. Some of the earliest mammals were forced to live toward the bottom of the food chain and have likely spent 100 million years during the age of the dinosaurs evolving to survive through rapid reproduction. That long period of evolutionary pressure has, I propose, an impact on the way we humans age.
So
basically,
he's blaming
mice.
the lizard. He's blaming the lizards for rabbits. Got it.
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure I was reading that properly.
Oh my gosh.
That about sums it up. I mean, John, you'd love to live longer if it weren't for the dinosaurs, right?
I mean, I thank God there is a scientist on board with me. It's always the lizard's fault. Let's go. Let's get the Planet of the Apes. Let's get this thing back.
See, this is the kind of thing that should make the headlines. Not the dust that killed the dinosaurs was, 100 micron size instead of 10 micron size.
Blame the damn lizards for bunnies.
Wow.
Got it. I'm in.
Right. I mean, it's interesting because, you do tend to look at rodents, for example, are a good sample of this. They don't live very long. We've had hamsters. The most they ever lived was like 2 years. What do they do?
You had some elderly hamsters.
I know.
Wow.
Well, they were actually taken care of. But those things, they don't live very long, but God, do they reproduce like a sumbitch?
Yeah.
No.
And that's just how their species survives. We are not as prolific as on the human side, but one of the things that this guy said was he digs deeper into the research. He came to believe the loss of enzymes tied to the Mesozoic era limits many mammals' ability to repair damage. Examples include the loss of enzymes that restore skin singed by ultraviolet light and the fact mammal teeth don't continue growing throughout their lifetime like reptiles do. He says the animal world offers remarkable repair and regeneration examples, but that some of that genetic information would have been unnecessary for early mammals that were lucky to not end up as T-Rex food.
Interesting.
So because we were the nuggies of the dinosaurs, we turned off the genes for fixing. You got lizards that will regrow tails.
Yeah.
You got worms that you cut them in half, they'll grow their halves back. Mammals don't do that, guys.
I guess not.
No, if you're running for your life,
if
you're running for your life all the time, you're going to lose some of those progenitor things.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fascinating hypothesis. It's I wondered, because you have to go through the whole scientific method. I wonder what the conclusion would be to his wonderful hypothesis and thought experiment here. Yeah.
Well,
in that regard,
earlier in the article, it said some of these genes would have been shed, which means I guess we couldn't find them anymore. But some of them may have been turned inactive. I say reactivate those genes so I can live forever, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Steve, if anything has taught us in the movies, Jurassic Park, and my mom will appreciate this. One, you had Amber that, basically encapsulated all of the fossils, with the dinos. And never forget that Newman dropped a Barbasol shaving cream can on the island, and you just never know what's going to transpire from that. So we just have to go to that island, find that Barbasol can, and maybe, just maybe, we could ride a T-Rex. Who knows? I would be up.
I would not be first in line for that.
Yes, I do not want to. I don't want to ride a T-Rex at all. But I think, Steve, we might be able to start regenerating limbs if we just wake up every morning and go, we're not going to get eaten by a T-Rex. We're not going to get eaten by a T-Rex. And then our body will eventually, after 50, 60, 70 years, we'll start to understand that we're not going to get eaten by a T-Rex, and maybe we'll start growing, an extra arm or something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're just not going to get eaten by a T-Rex.
If it's 50 or 60 years, guys, we're in big time trouble. I'm just saying right now. I don't think we're going to live long enough for that.
Can we survive 50 or 60 years eating dino nuggies?
I mean,
John apparently has some spectacular ones down where he lives that are actually Jurassic Park labeled.
Yes. And
Yes.
if you're not feeling Dino Nugget, the same company puts out Minions, and that's hilarious. I like to just laugh maniacally as the Minions go in the oven. It just cracks me up.
No, let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
What types of dinosaur shapes come in these nuggies of yours that are Jurassic Park branded?
Not just the normal T-Rex. You got the Brontosaurus.
Okay.
You got the hand of whatever that thing is. I guess it would be the footprint of the footprint of the T-Rex,
maybe. Pterodactyl?
No, I don't think so.
Is that in there?
Maybe there is.
No.
I don't know. No, I don't
Well,
think it's.
That's the reason.
That's shocking.
I got a foot. I got a foot. I got a Brontosaurus, and I got a T-Rex. That's all I can confirm at this moment.
The reason I
I'll
ask
look
is
closer
because the
next
two we
There
have
you
up
go.
here are Purdue
Mm-hmm.
and Tyson.
I have them.
Yeah.
I have them down here also.
Right. Well, the Tyson,
Yeah.
you get a T-Rex. It's like, matter of fact, I think that one's all T-Rexes. I don't
Yeah, I
think
think
they have
so.
a
I don't think
secondary
there is
dinosaur.
another
That's-
dinosaur.
They got to up that game because
Wow.
Purdue, you at least get a T-Rex, a Stegosaurus, and a Brontosaurus.
Yes.
So you get 3.
I do
but
not
I feel
think we
like,
get a
like
Stegosaurus.
pterodactyl.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you get a pterodactyl?
Why can't we have a
It's a
pterodactyl?
damn fantasy
What the
football
hell?
team
Seriously.
name. Come on. Like we can't. It's a pterodactyl and a dino duck.
Absolutely.
I'm
Why
shocked.
Most underrated
exactly.
dinosaur of all time. Flying lizard. Come on, like we just let that out. Come on, get with the program.
Oh my gosh. Seriously.
All right, we are going to cancel topic 4. I just feel like we have to talk more about Dino Nuggies.
I think so too.
So,
I think. What's your favorite dipping sauce?
Oh,
ketchup.
Chick-fil-A. No, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A dip. If I'm going to have a Dino Nuggie, I want Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm addicted
I will
to
not.
that.
I
I'm
will
telling you
not
that,
put
guys.
Chick-fil-A
I'm telling
sauce
you
on
guys right
anything
now.
that isn't from Chick-fil-A. I feel it's sacrilege and
Hersheys.
even
It's
though I
true.
do have Polynesian sauce in the refrigerator
always
at
smited.
all costs for my wife at any moment. Anytime she has a question, I'm like, Polynesian sauce? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, see, this is why we bought this at Walmart.
See?
Well, wait, is
There you go.
Polynesian sauce the same as Chick-fil-A sauce? Is there
A little different. It's a little different. It's a sweet and sour that isn't sour, if that makes any sense.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's like McDonald's
kind of a
sweet and sour, but
mustardy-
it doesn't have that
Yeah.
weird sour taste to it. It's more sweet.
Right. Yeah.
there? Okay,
Very
But-
good.
but ketchup.
Okay.
Anyway, topic
Yes.
4.
It's Sriracha or Valentine. Like that's pretty much what I put on everything.
Topic 4. Topic 4. We're moving on.
Or
Although Dino Nuggies.
Yeah, I know they're so good.
All right, topic 4. We're gonna
agreed.
do. We're gonna go with another movie draft here, but this one's gonna be highly specific. The last one we did was Halloween. It was horror movie. We were all over the map. This one though, we are each doing our own Batman movie.
oh,
All right, Caped
ooh
Crusader.
boy.
Now the rules are a little bit different than what we did last Halloween. Anyone you pick, actor or actress, has to be active today. So
Okay.
it's as if you are casting a movie here in 2024 and you're getting that person. In this day and age, they have to be not retired. So I don't think Anthony Hopkins, for example, is pickable because he's off listening to heavy metal on Twitter
Good for him.
at 90 years old. He's the man.
There
You
you
go
go.
do that, Hannibal. What was the other thing? Oh, yes. And so each actor and actress, we are casting these movies. They cannot have played a major part in any previous Batman film.
Even the bullshit ones that we don't actually count.
Which ones are you talking about?
I don't know.
Like Batman and Robin?
The Batman and Robin and the
Yes, we need
Batman
new blood.
Forever.
It's got to be new blood,
Understood.
gentlemen.
Understood.
Got to be
Yeah.
new blood. All right, the 6
So this
character slots we each have to fill on our roster because this is fantasy football draft-esque. Okay,
Let's
we've
do
got
it.
Batman / Bruce Wayne. Spoiler, they're the same person.
Don't tell. Why'd you tell everybody?
Oh, sorry.
It's only been made known for 90 some odd years.
Not to everyone. Second slot to fill. You got to have an Alfred, the butler. Because Bruce Wayne can't do shit done without Alfred.
So my Roomba doesn't count.
No. Does it speak with a British accent and save your ass when you're down? No, then no. Okay. Third slot, you got to have a Commissioner Gordon because Batman's got to help with the police. Somebody's got to turn the bat signal on.
There you go.
Fourth slot, you can't have Batman without a Joker, so we're gonna have a Joker.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the good Batman movies have a Joker.
Oh yeah.
Fifth, Bruce Wayne / Batman has to always have a love interest somewhere, somehow. So we got to have one of those.
Oh my.
Now we talked about this in pre-production. It could be a Vicky Vale, Rachel Dawes type, a good person, or it could be a Catwoman. So you could have a Selena Kyle in there as the love interest. Go, you do you, boys. And then lastly, you got to have a secondary villain because there's always like a guy or girl in the movie who's not the main. He's not the Joker. But they're kind of there, they're bad, hanging around to do something. Max Schreck in Batman Returns, Carmine Falcone in Batman Begins, that kind of thing. Not the big scary villain, but they're there because Gotham City is hellhole.
Yeah, exactly.
So those are the six slots we have to fill. Matt, you never get to go first in any of these, so you get the floor.
Oh boy. Can't wait.
Sean will go second, I will go third, and we do a reverse snake, so we'll come back around for each round and do it that way.
There you go.
So, with that, I'm sure there's going to be some controversy because we don't know that many people.
Yes.
Who could be good Batman character? I'll say that. I know lots of actors and actresses who suck. I don't want them anywhere near my movie.
Near this Batman movie, no.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So, Matt, you get to go first overall pick. What slot you fill in? Who you got?
Yeah. So I am going a little controversial.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go with the Joker first.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And the Joker will be Joaquin Phoenix.
Does that count?
Because of the Joker movie.
Because he's in the Joker, yeah.
Yes.
John, I don't know. Should we allow this or not?
I don't think it's a Batman movie, so I didn't look at it as a Batman movie. And I've seen all Batman movies. Yeah, I've seen all Batman movies, so I don't consider it a Batman movie.
This is a legit Batman movie. So
okay, all right.
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
Okay, all right.
Give it to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Fine. Is Martin Scorsese directing?
No.
Most likely.
All right, John, you get the second pick in the first round.
I'm gonna throw.
What's your slot?
I'm gonna throw Batman out there real quick because I don't know many. Don't know many people that are acting, but I do like someone that does act, and I could feel him. I could feel him in my Batman role. Which I'm going Jake Gyllenhaal in the Batman role because I just think he would.
That's an interesting.
He would do the Bruce Wayne very well, and I think you put the cowl on him, it would be believable, especially mine because mine would be more Joker heavy, being a tyrant to Batman than Batman being the hero. He would be more tortured by Joker because those are the way I like to see him.
All right, I've seen Jake Gyllenhaal get jacked in a couple films, so I think he could pull off the physicality of Batman.
I think he could.
Okay.
I know he's not he's not my if we're doing one for the movie theater, not pulling him out anytime soon. But for my specific one, I feel he's a good choice.
All right, I'm going third. I'm going to fill my Batman because I actually, unlike the other movie drafts, I've actually done some research here because I was concerned. And I think the person I'm choosing for Batman is the only person you guys would think of to fill another role. So
there you go.
My Batman is going to be Hugh Jackman.
Nice. He was in high consideration for my Batman.
There you go.
He would have the physique that would remind me of the animated series.
Yes.
Where Batman was like swole as hell.
Yes.
Like, how do you not know Bruce Wayne is Batman when they both have like 40-inch chests?
They all look like Brock Lesnar. They both look like Brock Lesnar.
Right, exactly.
Why is there two of them?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
And
Hi,
I
guys.
think his turn as Wolverine, I think, shows, and he's very talented.
Extremely talented.
Yeah.
Extremely talented.
Very talented gentleman. So I think he would fill my Batman role nicely. And I will tell you ahead of time, my Batman movie is going to be basically a retelling in live action of the Mask of the Phantasm.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Great animated movie.
So he's going to play my Batman. Now,
Okay.
I'm going to do my Commissioner Gordon on the
Nice.
flip side
Ooh.
to start round 2.
Okay.
Again, because this is a guy who might be out there that you might think of. So I want to make sure I snag him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Kurt Russell with my Commissioner
Nice.
Gordon.
Nice. That's a
Whoa.
good one.
That's a good pick.
Dude has the mustache to fill that
He
role.
totally does. Totally does.
He can grow a mustache like nobody's business.
Totally does.
There you go.
All right, Matt. Or no, sorry, John.
That's John.
Second round pick here.
All right. I'm going alternative villain.
Okie dokie.
I'm going,
Okay.
if it's allowed, Johnny Depp as the Riddler.
Oh.
Because I heard rumors of that once and I want to see it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want to see it all day long.
He was
Yes.
rumored to be
And
in the
And you
Nolan.
can take my
The
money.
third Nolan. Mm-hmm.
He was also,
Mhm.
was he not? No, I guess it was too early for the Batman Forever. It was
Might have
probably
been
the
too
Nolan.
early.
Yeah, I think it was too early. He wasn't
Yeah.
kind of,
Because
In
Pirates came out in
2003.
2003.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
he was
that
doing
would've- yeah.
more romantic comedy slash
Yes.
tiny thrillers.
Yeah.
Not really on the
Yeah.
map quite yet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for the big,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the big, stuff
big-
like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that is perfectly permitted.
Nice.
I like where you're going with it.
There you go.
Interesting. He's playing a backseat villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't think he.
Let's be.
I don't think he could be the Joker. And my movie is Joker. Forward.
Yeah.
But I think like having another villain at his
So
caliber
is this going
would
to be like
cool.
Is this going to be like a cameo, or is he actually going to have kind of a role to play?
It's gonna be a role. It's gonna be a role to play because
Okay.
it's gonna be when Gotham's at its worst, not at its best. So it's
Gotcha.
we haven't seen the real Batman yet. Batman is still going through his growing pain.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice contrast to mine because Mask of the Phantasm, he's older.
Yeah.
He's on the older side.
And he's
He's
swole.
kind of come to grips already with that. He is
Yeah.
swole. That's for damn sure. All right, Matt, round out the second round here. What you got?
Yeah, so I'm kind of back and forth on this one. I'm going to go with Alfred first.
Okay.
Nice.
Morgan
There you
Freeman
go.
as Alfred.
Oh, he was-
no,
no, wait a
it is
minute.
Forbidden. Forbidden.
Oh, okay.
Forbidden.
He was already somebody.
It was Lucius Fox in the Nolan trilogy, man. You, of all people, I would have thought would have known.
Yeah,
that.
you're right. Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay, my fault.
Damn.
So scratch that. Let's
Okay.
go with Tom Hanks as Commissioner
There you
Gordon.
go.
Wow.
Tom would play
Tom
a good.
Hanks
he
as
would play a
Commissioner
good-
Gordon.
He played a good one.
I like
How's that detective feel? Yeah.
I like it.
So now you're scrambling to try and find someone that could do Alfred.
Well, you could pick another slot and come back to Alfred later.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm digging Tom Hanks as Commissioner Gordon. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Why don't we go with Julianne Moore for the love interest?
Okay.
I think she could probably pull that off too.
What is the character of the love interest here?
Oh, for sure, it's a Vicky Vale type
Vicky
character.
Vale, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And I think she'd be able to pull that off, no problem. So, yeah. That's what I got.
Awesome. All right,
That's what I got.
John, back to you.
Alfred's hard because we don't know who's retired and who's not.
Yeah.
See, that's why I had to do some research.
Yeah,
I have some
deep.
good names.
So deep with that. Well, if he's still young, I can still make him young. so he could be.
That's true. See, mine was older, so I had to find a
Yeah.
really old actor.
Yeah,
do
I
it,
might not need the older actor. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, like in the Batman with Pattinson, it was Andy Serkis, so he's not that old.
No.
Son. What do you think of Johnny?
I have no idea. I don't even know half these people.
Yeah.
How many movies I watch.
I find it interesting. He's making this a Joker-centric movie, and he doesn't have a Joker to pick.
Yeah, I'm still working that out.
Okay.
Still working.
Well, you still got Commissioner Gordon and a love interest as well, if that's any easier for you.
No, not really. No. None of it is. Pretty much.
Morgan Freeman.
I'm stuck. Yeah, exactly. Morgan Freeman, because he's old.
I could believe I missed
get him in
that.
there.
I can't either. I would have thought of the three of us, you would have picked up that Morgan Freeman was a huge part of the Nolan trilogy.
Totally missed that. Yeah. I just saw his name. I said, boy, he'd be great as a Batman. Oh, no. When I made the pick, I was like, oh, that's right. Oh, God.
We want fresh blood here, Matt. We're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
And by fresh blood, everybody here is well-versed in Hollywood. It's not like
Nice.
But not in Batman.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Was he not in?
Who are you thinking, Johnny?
John Hamm as Commissioner Gordon. Was he not in? I don't think he was.
I thought I was.
He wasn't in any live action.
No, he definitely wasn't. No, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going him, Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, interesting. Okay. John.
Yeah, I like him.
I should have specified, by the way, it's live action Batman.
Okay, so yeah, it's not cartoon. What's his name?
Because there's so many of them that whoever.
Kevin Conroy. Oh, never mind.
But I'm excluding Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was a Joker forever.
Did you hear what he said
course.
When they changed the Batman? Mark Hamill had a beautiful interview talking about they changed the voice of the Batman. And he was like, they called him and told him that they changed it. And he was like, okay, I retire. And they were like, wait, what? And he was like, no, don't feel like doing it. I have such chemistry. Like, I'm going to go over here.
Well, they had to change it because the guy who did it passed away.
But when they decided on the new person, they were literally like, all right, you ready? And he was like, nope. Like, I'm gone.
Hey, no. Hey, good,
I even remember when Rocksteady made their their third Batman game. It was Arkham Knight, and the previous one, spoiler alert, in Arkham City, the Joker ends up dead in that, and so that was kind of a bold choice. And so you're thinking like, well, gosh, is the Joker going to come back or not? He does in Arkham City, and so, but Mark Hamill was kind of like, you know what? Okay, I'm done. I need to kind of step away from the Joker. Blah. Turns out he was in there all along recording. So it was like, well, you can't get away from the classics. That's for sure. But yeah.
All right. So John Hamm is Commissioner Gordon. Yep. I believe Sam Hamm wrote the original 1989 Batman screenplay.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if there's any relation there.
Wow,
but the name Sam Hamm is just funny.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
There you go.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do my secondary villain, which will be Salvatore Maroni. He wasn't in the Phantasm, but I'm changing some things around.
Okay.
And you probably have no idea who this is, but I'm taking, because he's Italian, I've chosen Italian actor Giancarlo Giannini.
I have no idea who he is, but I trust you. Everyone.
There you go.
You would know him as Rene Mathis in Casino Royale and
got it.
Yeah,
the one after that,
Le Chiffre, right?
He was not Le Chiffre. He was Mathis, the guy they thought he was.
Oh yeah.
He was the guy who met them in Monte Carlo or Montenegro or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they thought he was a bad guy, so they had him tortured. And then and what was the next one after that?
Not Skyfall.
No, the one in between.
It's always the one that Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace, yeah. Quantum of Solace. Yeah. It turns out he was innocent, and Bond goes back, and then he gets shot and put him in the dumpster. Yeah, him. Because
Cool,
I needed an older guy to play, because at this point in the story, everybody's old. I needed an old Italian guy to play it, an old Italian mobster.
Sure.
All right, coming back around.
Okay.
I think I'll save Joker for last, because I don't think anybody's going to pick this guy.
Okay.
I will do my Alfred.
Okay. Oh, and?
I'm going to go with Ben Kingsley.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
There you go. That's interesting.
I think he's about the right age. He's got the British charm to go with it. Highly decorated actor. I've got an Oscar winner. Wait. Yeah, I don't think anybody else has won an Oscar, but yeah. So I got an Oscar winner on my staff here.
There you go.
Matt's I think Julianne Moore might have won an Oscar too. I don't know.
I think she did. Yeah.
So you got
Best
3
actress.
Oscar winners in your cast. Damn. Holy crap.
Very, very underrated movie here. Yeah.
All right, John, back to you. 4th round. You have Alfred, Joker, and Bruce Wayne love interest to fill in your roster.
Alfred, I'm going to go with William Dafoe if he's still hanging around.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
Do like that man in everything he's
Veteran
ever
of
done.
comic book movies.
Yes.
But not Batman.
No.
To my knowledge.
No. Wow.
I can't remember.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure now. No, it actually says right here he's not. No.
Okay.
He was actually
He
was actually considered once for the Joker role, but never.
I think I've heard that. Yes.
But never came to.
And I would not have had a problem if they picked him for that.
No, he'd have been perfect.
Absolutely.
All right.
Especially with it when he does that crazy face.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
All right, Matt, coming around to you. You still need Batman, the titular character, Alfred, or your secondary villain.
Secondary villain. So I'm going to go Batman.
Okay.
And so, I mean, the temptation, because I've got Joaquin Phoenix, would be to go with Russell Crowe. But I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. I'm going to go Chris Evans for Batman.
Oh, interesting.
Going to go Chris Evans for Batman.
Standard suit.
Yeah, I think, I'm targeting probably let's just say you're targeting a Batman that's probably 5 to 7 years into his crime fighting career, because I think Chris Evans is probably around that kind of an age.
Okay.
That kind of a deal. For Alfred, though, Sir Anthony Hopkins. I think he could pull it off. I think.
I will allow it, even though I believe he is retired. Just because that man is a legend.
Give him the help.
He is very much so. Very much so. And I have great respect, because I'm thinking that the thought process was Legend of Zorro. Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie. And he's Antonio Banderas's, mentor, all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I think it would work. But yeah, I if he is retired, he's 1937 when he was born. So you're talking about
he's 90-ish. Yeah. Close to that. Yeah.
You would have to come in with a walker. I mean, it's not exactly ideal, but father figure-ish. So I'm putting him in there. A little bit of a stretch, I admit. Right. So.
I'm seeing an age difference between Chris Evans and Julianne Moore, though. That's interesting. Dating older, very un-Bruce Wayne like.
100%.
Bruce Wayne likes to show off with the young baddies. We know that.
That's true. That's very true.
All right, John. I bought you some time there.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
You got a Joker and you got a love interest for Bruce Wayne.
Love interest. Who's the hottest female working now? Just throw her right in there. Yeah, she's awesome.
Anne Hathaway.
No, can't do that.
I can't do that. No.
Anybody. Anything.
Damn, I didn't think this was gonna be so hard for you.
Go.
I'm searching right now. I'm trying to.
There you go.
I don't even know half these people. I'll just go Scarlett Johansson because she's the only one I know. I've seen her in more movies than everybody else. Go.
That's
and
funny.
She's good.
All right.
There you go.
What role is she playing? Is she
It's
a
gonna
villain,
be
Catwoman?
yeah.
Or
It's gonna
Poison Ivy,
be
or is
more
she a,
yeah. It's gonna be more of a Poison Ivy character because Batman can't.
okay.
He doesn't have anybody other than Alfred to kind of help him, and Commissioner Gordon's still trying to feel him out. This is in the very early ages of him being the Cape Crusader.
Okay.
There you go. There
So
you go.
she's-
Even though Jake, I just realized that Jake Gyllenhaal might be older than at least me.
Yeah, she might be. She might be similar age. She's our age. Scarlett Johansson, I think.
No, I'm just saying from the standpoint
Yeah.
of it's a young Batman. It's like, well, Batman's starting
Yeah.
in his 40s.
He's got a young look though. We could
There
away
you
with
go.
Fair
it.
enough. He does. Jake
He
Gyllenhaal
does.
does have a very boyish kind of look.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Okay.
All right.
So to me, to end the 5th round, I will do my love interest,
Okay.
which will be Andrea Beaumont, who is also the Phantasm. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
And I am going with Kate Blanchett because
Oh.
she's
Okay.
probably they're advanced 20
Mhm.
years down the line, so she's got to be older. She has to have left Bruce Wayne long ago,
Mhm.
going off to England. She's now coming back,
Mm.
killing a bunch of mobsters as the Phantasm. I think I've seen enough Kate Blanchett that she can handle that physically.
Probably.
And so I will take her as my love interest for the Bat.
There you go.
As for the Joker, to start the final round here,
Mm.
back when the Nolan series was being cast for the Joker, this was a name I had heard.
Mm.
I thought at the time it might work. Since then, I've seen a couple movies with him in it. I think it would still work. I'm going Adrian Brody.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think he's got the
Very
face
good
for
pick.
it. And he's got the chops, acting chops too. So
There you go. There you go. Nice.
and if it
All
doesn't
right.
work out, he and Hugh Jackman can break into song and dance, make it a musical.
Batman the musical. I'm not sure about that one, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's
Yeah, if
funny.
you see what they're making into musicals these days, man, damn,
Yeah.
you could pull a Batman off. Trust me.
Yeah, my sister could tell you all about that. That's for darn sure. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, John, you still have a Joker to fill
Yes.
here
And I'm filling him
for your Joker-centric movie.
if this is allowed, I'm going to fill him with Tim Curry
Uh-oh.
because he did actually voice originally the Joker animated series. But it's not live
Ooh.
action, so I'm figuring it could go.
Here's the problem, John.
Yes. I know he was.
Um,
I know, but he would be such a good Joker. That's why I was asking.
I agree with you. He would be such a good Joker, but I believe he's suffered a stroke or
Yes.
something.
Oh,
He
you're
is not
kidding.
in good. He's in a wheelchair bound.
He is. I
know.
see.
Yeah,
They
it's
did
very
say he was.
unfortunate.
Well, that
His
sucks.
year active is present, so that's why I. Hoping,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
Like that's
okay.
why I looked him up on Wikipedia, and it was like he's still acting.
So maybe it
Because
might
I didn't
be-
think he was acting, but he's still acting apparently.
Wow. Probably obviously limited role, maybe going through rehab right now, but yeah, gosh.
Yeah, last I saw, he was not in great shape, which is unfortunate
Oh.
because I think Tim Curry's a
He's
fantastic
one of my
actor.
favorite. Yeah,
I love his work.
he's one of
Um,
my favorite.
I would be happy to put that as a, nomination for him.
Yeah,
You know, if
we'll
Ronnie
award
wants
it
to go with it.
because
Yeah.
I do also think he would make a good Joker. So we will allow it.
There you go. Nice.
I mean, this is all make believe anyway.
Yes,
so who gives a shit?
exactly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, Matt,
All right.
you have you left no suspense because you have the secondary villain to fill here.
Yeah.
So it's very anticlimactic to end the draft this way.
All right, so
Yeah,
let's do it next week.
But
No, I'm kidding.
all right,
we
so
rebound and redo it all over again,
all
right?
right, so who are you picking and what's the role?
So the secondary villain is going to be Two-Face.
Ooh,
What a great character.
And I think Robert Downey Jr. will be Two-Face.
I cannot argue with that.
Role reversal.
Cannot argue with
Role
that.
reversal. He could pull it off. He is a terrific method actor. One of the all-time greats now, considering where his career was at one point.
And went in the toilet. Yeah.
And came back out.
Absolutely saved
you
it.
could see him as a district attorney kind of being like maybe a little bombastic.
Yes.
Hey, yeah, I could save it. And then all of a sudden, bam, he gets hit and then he loses his damn mind. That would be Robert Downey Jr. Pairs with Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, you know, what the hell? And you got Tom Hanks as Commissioner Gordon.
I like it.
That's amazing. That's an amazing cast right there.
Is he going to play it like Woody, or is he going to be like...
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Sheriff Gordon, there's a snake in my boot.
You got the big badge.
You see this badge?
It says commissioner. You know?
Oh, I don't know if I could go on. You are a toy.
Oh my gosh.
Squeaky Bruce. All right.
Too funny.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. I love it.
Well, that concludes the Batman portion of our show. I'd like to thank both of you for participating in this wild nonsense. But we hope you enjoyed it, listening or viewing or what have you.
And comment down below. We want to know your cast.
Yeah, give us a good one, because these are all actually pretty good. I was a little scared with what Matt did with the Halloween movie, but he pulled it together, even though there was some cheating with the Joaquin Phoenix pick as the Joker.
It was allowed.
He was the Joker.
Nice try.
Glad I get the
on a technicality.
I'm glad I got the sneak Tim Curry in there for.
Yeah.
That was a sentimental pick. We allowed that for sentiment.
That would have been
Phoenix was totally cheap.
Yeah, that would have been so cool in the late '80s if he came out as the Joker the first time. Like, we would have looked at it a whole nother way.
It's amazing. You still have to think about that with Jack. You know, with that just iconic role, and it's like, who could you possibly have asked?
There's not many
to fill it. Tim Curry could have easily been one of those people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
but it's I'll be curious to ever find out who was actually who they looked at. Who did Burton really look at outside of, Jack or whatever? I don't know. I've ever seen that.
I thought I had heard he had considered Robin Williams.
Yeah, I did. I did see that. Yeah,
which would
and
that
weird. Could be.
They said that he offered it to Ethan Hawke on the side in case Michael Keaton said no as Batman. Like, it was
interesting.
Yeah, it was in an interview years ago that Ethan Hawke was like, yeah, I was totally asked, but nobody thought that Keaton was going to turn it down after a couple conversations.
Wow.
So it was just like, well, I guess I don't do it because he's doing it kind of thing.
All right.
That's
that would have gone from weird teen movies to Batman. I wouldn't have felt good about it. Now if he would have did Batman, I wouldn't even he's a great actor now, but back in early days he wasn't that good of an actor.
Yeah, but remember where Keaton was coming from when he came up as Batman. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah. Well, the amount of heat, I still can't get over the fact that the amount of heat that he was getting.
Yeah.
Back then, it was crazy, and it's you look back on it now, it's man, that was such a great choice to have him as Bruce Wayne. He pulled it off. He was this very unassuming kind of guy, and
he did.
And he pulled off Batman's physicality very well too.
He is Batman.
He is. He's probably the best one.
He is.
He's probably the best one.
Opinion. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We voted on it a year or two ago.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So that wraps up episode 171. We hope to see you for 172, where we'll probably have some more nonsense to talk about.
Hopefully.
Because, the world exists and people are dumb. What are you going to do? But until then,
we got to talk about news in this country,
in this country. Yeah. But until next week, we are all going to go out and have some Dino Nuggies. We'll see you then.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for spending time with us here at Two Noobs Talking. If you want more information on what Two Noobs Talking is exactly, the good news is we have a website address. It's located at twonoobstalking.wordpress.com. Links to all of our previous episodes are there, along with some interesting information about the terrific trio of hosts. Please feel free to make a comment about this week's episode too. We would love to hear what you have to say. Have a great week, and we hope to have you back next week for another great episode of Two Noobs Talking. Take care.